Assalamualaikum. Good morning, my dear students. Hope all of you are well by the grace of Allah. In our last lecture, we learned about land ecosystem, and today we try to learn about water ecosystem. So today's our lesson is water ecosystem. Learning outcome. After this lecture, you will be able to explain different components of pond ecosystem and different components of river ecosystem. Now, aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem divided into three main types. One, ecosystem of pond, ecosystem of river, and ecosystem of a sea or ocean. A classic example of an aquatic ecosystem is the ecosystem of a small pond. In fact, a pond is an ecologically independent and self-regulating unit. So, I am now describing here briefly an ecosystem of pond for your understanding. In a pond, there exist abiotic and biotic components. Abiotic components of a pond. The abiotic components of a pond are water, carbon dioxide, dissolved oxygen, and also organic matters. All the organisms of a pond can use these elements directly. Now, biotic components. We know biotic components are different types. They are producer, consumer, and also decomposer. Let's know about producer. In a pond, we can see some microscopic plants floating in the water. The microscopic organisms that float in the water, they are known as plankton. The plankton are of two types. One is phytoplankton and another is zooplankton. Phyto means plant, so those small or microscopic organisms or plants float in the water. They are known as phytoplankton. As the phytoplankton are green in color, so they can produce food through photosynthesis. They are also producer in a pond. In a pond, we can see some macrophytes also. Macro means big in size. We can see here in a pond there are different types of plants. These plants are more bigger than phytoplankton. So, we call them macrophytes. In this figure, we can see water lily, Eichhornia, Pistia, Lemna, and Olphia. These Olphia are the smallest plant in the world. These water lily, Eichhornia, Pistia, Lemna, and Olphia are green in color, so they can produce food through photosynthesis. So they are also producer of a pond. These plants are also known as Kochuripana in locally. Now, primary consumer. We know those animals consume plant or plant parts directly, they are primary consumer. We can see some microscopic insect or animal. These microscopic animals are known as zooplankton. Zooplankton are consuming plant parts, so they are primary consumer. We can also see small fishes, mussels and snails. These small fishes, mussels and snails consume plant parts, so they are also primary consumer. Now secondary consumer. We know those consume primary consumer, they are secondary consumer. In this figure, we can see the fishes are trying to consume the small fishes. Those are primary consumer. And in this figure, a frog is consuming a primary consumer. So, these fishes and the frog are here secondary consumer. Now tertiary consumer. In this figure, a snake is consuming a medium-sized fish and a stork is consuming a medium-sized fish. A big fish also consume a medium-sized fish. So we can say the snake, stork and big fish are tertiary consumer because they are consuming the secondary consumer. Now decomposer. They are different types of bacteria and these are different types of fungi. We know the bacteria and fungi are the decomposer of a pond ecosystem because they decompose the dead organism. The decomposed substance are again used by the producer of the pond. Now we try to know about river ecosystem. Here is a figure. We can see here a river, and in this figure we can see some phytoplankton and water lily. These are the producer of a river, and zooplankton, small fishes, snail, insect consume this producer. So insect, zooplankton and snail, they are primary consumer. The medium-sized fishes, a duck, the bird, they are secondary consumer. This large bird, this snake, They are tertiary consumer because they consume secondary consumer. And we can see here a bird consume a snake. In this case, this bird is quaternary consumer. After the death of producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer and also tertiary consumer, some bacteria and fungus grow on them and decompose their bodies and mix the organic matter with the soil, and the producer are again assimilate this organic matter naturally. So dear students, this is the ecosystem of a river. Now evaluation. What is called phytoplankton? Hope all of you are answering now. Which plants are the producer of the pond? What is called zooplankton? What are the abiotic components of a pond? On the basis of this lecture, here is a homework for you. There are two figures are given here. You have to find out the abiotic and biotic components. Okay? So dear students, after done your homework, submit it to class dojo. Please stay at home, be safe and keep your prayer regularly, especially in this Ramadan. Thank you. Goodbye students.